The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Welcome into the Wicked Weed Studios, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. This is the Sportsocracy's Indianapolis Colts 3-round mock draft. I'm Jeremy Greene. This is Brian Haynes. Indianapolis makes the deal for Carson Wentz. They now are settled at quarterback, in my opinion. I think this is better than they've had since Andrew Luck retired. I love this defense. I love what this team has done. Brian, if you're the Colts, what would you look to add at number 21?
They need a left tackle. I think they need another wide receiver. Linebacker might help a little bit, and they're looking to shore up the secondary a little bit with another cornerback and another strong safety. They were 20th in pass defense this last year, and they were second in rush defense, if that tells you anything. So they need to shore up the back end of that. With that being said, Indianapolis is a Super Bowl contending team with Carson Wentz at quarterback. I do believe it. They have a great defense, and now with the upgrade at quarterback, I think they have an ability to make headway in the division.
With the 21st pick, the Indianapolis Colts select Kwity Paye, the edge rusher from Michigan. Brian, what are your thoughts on Kwity Paye?
Kwity Paye was a team captain, which I always think is something that's impressive about him. Second team all conference. He plays really, really low, which means he gets great leverage to get to the blocks. Some of the things that he's got a little bit of a slow read and react, but he seems unfocused at times. But this kid jumps off the screen. He's improved, and I believe that he's been shooting up a lot of boards the way that I see it.
He's Pro Football Focus's #1 rated edge rusher, which I do not agree with that. But I do like the tape on this kid. I just haven't seen enough of it. He also has a tendency to try to just run through you. There's no setup. There's no moves. There's not a whole lot with this kid. However, he is a freak of nature. Everyone's talked about Jason Owa and the fact he ran a 4.36. Kwity Paye's 6'4", 275. He had a sub-6'5" three-cone drill.
Yeah.
That's wide receiver cornerback fast. He is a freak of nature. I think he can develop into a phenomenal edge rusher in this league, and I think he fits nicely with the Indianapolis Colts. With the 54th pick in the second round, their last pick in this 3-round mock draft, I have them taking Liam Eichenberg out of Notre Dame.
Yeah, Liam Eichenberg has been someone that hasn't been talked about much, but he should be. He is a 3-year starter. I think it's kind of saying something. He played with Quentin Nelson at Notre Dame, which I think if Indianapolis gets him, that's a home run right there. There is talk about him moving to the right side as opposed to being a left tackle, being a right tackle. He needs a better run blocker than he is a pass blocker. But he gets a little high-handed and he needs to work on his feet a little bit.
I would agree. The thing about this kid is that he kind of reminds me of Sam Cosmi that's in this draft.
Yeah.
He's been a staple of this line for a really long time. There's just nothing about him that wows me. But then again, I would have said the same thing about Anthony Costanzo when he came out.
Right.
I think he can play left tackle in this league. There are some people that think his hand discipline is not good enough for him to be a left tackle. He's just so good at getting leverage on guys. Yeah, there's some bad tape. Length really seemed to screw with him, especially his last year at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
This is not a great offensive line draft to me.
Nope.
I disagree with a lot of other analysts that say it's really deep. I think there's a lot of guys that are the same guy. I don't think there are a lot of guys that project as left tackles, and I think Liam Eichenberg could. This is one of those guys that if you hit on it, great. If not, he's going to be a guard in this league for 10 years.
Yep.
I think the floor on this guy is so safe that, especially with them not having a third-round pick, taking him in the second round is very safe and is a surefire way that you're going to add a player that will contribute next year. This has been the Sportsocracy's Indianapolis Colts 3-round mock draft. As always, brought to you by Wicked Weed Brewing, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different.